Morning, good afternoon, and good night, wherever you may be. My name is Miles Vinciguerra, and I'm a certified professional coach. And if this is your first time landing on this channel, my channel is dedicated to helping young adults and millennials overcome anxiety and depression, live more mindful, and achieve their goals, get in the right mindset, develop their self-confidence. And I'm dropping videos like this at least 2 to 3 times a week, and I'm hoping to bump that up more. So if this is something that interests you, I highly suggest that you subscribe to my channel and click that little notification button so that way we can stay in touch. And what I want to focus on in today's video is if you are someone that suffers or just that experiences racing uncontrollable thoughts. And I have two tips that you guys can use to help manage that, or just, I don't want to say it's going to solve the problem or solve it completely, because we all have our own way of dealing with things, and I truly don't know what is best for you. All I know is that when I have experienced these things in my life before in the past, these 2 tips are what I did to help me live more mindful and help me be more in the present moment. And because, so that's basically it. Okay. So the first thing, I want you, if you're watching this video right now, I want you to intentionally focus on this video. And I'm going to do my best to really, really look into the camera and, kind of just focus on you. So when you're watching this, what I mean is just really, really hone in on this video. Listen to me, listen to the words that I'm saying, and simply focus, okay? So what I experienced in the past dealing with uncontrollable racing thoughts, right, is that typically, and this is probably like when I was like 18, 19 years old, and what I began to notice was that I would, and I know that a lot of people feel like this, but a lot of my feelings were completely on the things that I was thinking about were completely in the future. And that's like, to me, the root word of anxiety is anxiousness. It's that kind of like just uncertainty, like around whatever you may be thinking about, whatever is kind of in your head at that time, right? And so with things being like in the future, and of course if they're bothering you, they're mostly fear-based thoughts, okay? And what I want you in, and I've talked about this before in my other videos, but our consciousness is directly linked to our thoughts, create our feelings, and that feeling is like that core result. It's that core energy. It's your core consciousness. You know what I mean? How you're showing up. It directly relates to how we're living and who we're being in the present moment, right? So if our thoughts are racing in the future and thinking about, things that aren't going on right now, and it's scary stuff, right? Or just nervous, or just, like I said, anxious thoughts, then it's going to give us that feeling of fear. It's going to give us that worried feeling, like always, which is taking away from the present moment. Okay? And that's why, if you remember the beginning of the video, I said I want you to really intentionally focus on this video, focus on the words that are coming out of my mouth. And as I say them, I want you to just kind of play them back in your head, and just almost like you're reading, right? So what I did to overcome these thoughts in the past, and to kind of like solve this and help me manage this, is by understanding the present moment. Okay? Like right now in this video, there is nothing else going on besides right now for me. my full attention is specifically on this video and is specifically in this moment, I'm not thinking about anything else, right? Do you guys understand that? And if you're intentionally looking at this video, you're intentionally watching this right now, are you experiencing anything else besides simply focusing on me, right? I remember talking to my friend probably like a month or so ago, and she was talking to me about what she was going through, talking to me about, whatever the case may be, and whatever we were talking about at that time. And it was just so interesting because she started telling me that, like, it's hard for her to be in the present moment. It's hard for her to really, really listen to people. And so she was, meaning like just being grounded, okay? Like being grounded in the present moment. And so she's talking to me, and she, went on for about 5-10 minutes. And I just stood there, simply just fully experiencing. And this definitely plays into what I'm talking about. I'm kind of going off on a tangent, but bringing it back. So I was focused on her, really, really listening. And so it was like, so what she was saying, she was pretty much finished wrapping up whatever she was saying. And she like basically like asked me like, what are your thoughts? What do you think? And so I started to talk to her. I was probably talking for like a minute, and I was just giving her my thoughts, giving her my input. And I noticed that she was doing the same thing. She was really, really in the moment and really, really listening to me. And I noticed this. And so just in the middle of what I was saying, I just simply asked her, like, how do you feel right now? And I'm like, aren't you really like, it seems like you're really, really listening to me. Like you're really paying attention. You're grounded in the moment, It was like, yeah, like I really am. And I'm like, okay, so this is, being in the present moment and simply experiencing I just got a phone call there. I'm sorry about that. But simply being in the moment, will help ground you to the present moment and help you live consciously and live mindfully, okay? And one simple thing that I think will really, really help you understand this conscious, mindful, present moment living is, like I said in the beginning of the video, is to simply set the intention to live more consciously and to live more in the present moment, right? So that's why I asked you to really, really focus on this video and really, really focus on me and focus on what I'm saying. And, simply because just that act of being with me and being in this moment will ground you. And if you felt that, you most likely weren't thinking about racing, uncontrollable thoughts, okay? So the first tip is to just really, really live in the moment, okay? And the second tip, and to really just help enforce this and to get you guys living more consciously if you're struggling from racing thoughts or constantly worrying about the future, right? Is to tonight or today, whenever you're experiencing this video, is to try to like experience life more objectively. Meaning, what I want you to do, and when I understood, when I like this started clicking to me, was when I was simply a spectator. Okay? And when I was simply just spectating life, and I started like I was like, I don't know, I started feeling like some hyper like epiphanies, like some crazy like transcending, whatever you want to call it. But I was like so in the moment and so focused on just spectating, meaning like waking up, like I'm just noticing myself in the present moment, making breakfast, taking a shower, brushing my teeth, going to work, whatever your day is like, whatever your night is going to be like, right? And that's when I really started to understand this present moment is the mindfulness and the type of spectator mindset, okay? Because that's really, really going to help you understand being in the present moment. is just simply being a spectator and just simply watching this video, right? And when, you ever notice, like, when you listen to your friends or when you're watching something that you really love, like, you're so into it, you're just in that moment, right? Your mind's not thinking about anything else. You're not thinking about the future. You're not thinking about the past. You're mostly just experiencing, okay? And that's really what's going to help you. I feel like this video was a little bit more of a ramble, and but I'm really just trying to drive that point home of just being in the present moment, because life is like, it's a marathon. In the sense of, it's a one day at a time process. And if you can experience it right now for this 10-minute long video, right? Then the possibility then you can do it, okay? Okay? So, guys, first tip, think about the present moment, right? There's a great book it's called The Power of Now, by Eckhart Tolle. That book is absolutely life-changing, has changed millions of people's lives. There's another book, it's called The Art of Mindful Living by Thich Nhat Hanh. I used to listen to this book on audiobook, and this really got me into the mindfulness, the kind of conscious living, right? And then the last tip is simply, like, be a spectator in the moment. Be a spectator in your day, in your experience, right? And if you can do that, and when you do that, because you will, and if you're watching this video right now, you most likely clicked on it because you want to experience this more. You want to you want to get some help for experiencing this, then you will too, okay? So guys, that's my video today. I really hope you guys kind of resonated with that. Remember to live intentionally, focus on the present moment, and just simply be a spectator, right? Just see your experiences objectively, right? And finally, guys, if you guys liked the video, if you guys didn't like the video, click thumbs down. I want to hear your thoughts in the comments, and I look forward to making the next video. Talk to you guys soon, and have a great day.